hope that a lot of people can hear me. Put it back closer.
Thank you, Tina. First of all, I thank you all for being here. This is a joyous day, a glorious day that God has made. He woke us up this morning and gave us an opportunity to be present here to celebrate an amazing life. Zedekiah Peacock was one of our own, and I look around and he meant so much to each and every one of us here. Being a part of the Overtown Youth Center, we're part of family. We've created an amazing culture and family atmosphere at the Overtown Youth Center. We lost one of our family members. It was devastating to us. It truly was. So having the opportunity and us coming together with a lot of love and strength and prayer, we came to the aid of the Peacock family and Kim and Zachary. Thank you for being strong and implementing all that you did with Zedekiah, because he was enrolled in our program, positively influenced so many of our young people there, and we were just fortunate enough to have been a part of his life. Like Tina said, our program consists of not just an educational component, but the arts. And, Zedekiah, he was a huge fan of the arts. And our music studio, which we're in the process of constructing our new center now, our music studio, our arts program, our dance program is something that we take a lot of pride in, because we know in a lot of the public schools, the arts, there's been a lot of cutbacks of the arts, and from a state budget perspective, not enough is put and emphasized as it pertains to the arts. So we want to make sure that we continue to expose our young people to that component of life. So we tapped into Zedekiah's, one of his deep talents and his gifts, and you could see him light up when he was in that music studio. You really could see him light up. And being in our program since the second grade, he was there at the beginning. Through our first years of growth, and to grow up with the program, and again, he represented all that was what we were about as a program, and it was truly deflating when that incident happened. So today, we want to be happy. Today, we want to celebrate his life. Today, will remind us of Zedekiah and what he meant to us. All right? And I'm so pleased and happy that Principal Lawrence and his staff is helping us commemorate this particular day here at Zedekiah's alma mater, Booker T. Washington High School. So God bless you all, and thank you.
We provided an overtime youth center, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say Booker T has some amazing programs. And I'm not the person to talk about it, so I'm going to let Mr. Lawrence talk about it. You all talk about some of the amazing programs offered at inner city schools, Booker T being one of the best. You guys have seen it. You guys see the band. You guys see the football team. But this is what it's about. It's about us coming together to cultivate and nurture the gifts of our children. So I'm going to let you talk about your program.
Thank you, Mr. Nicole. Ladies and gentlemen, can I do this? Can you all hear me? You guys okay? I won't take up much time, but first and foremost, I have to recognize Mr. Alonzo Mourning. I also have to recognize Ms. Brown and the Overtown Youth Center. I see Ms. Smith over there. Let me say this about what you all have done and what you all continue to do, not only for the historic Booker T. Washington Senior High School, but for the surrounding communities as well. Young people need an avenue. They need an outlet. They need more. We push the academic side, and I can brag today to say that our graduation rate, 97.7%. Without partnerships that we have with you all. Our students face a myriad of obstacles just getting to school, and it's also a big push, and it's reassuring to know that school just doesn't end when they leave Booker T. And they can go right down the street and they can benefit from the outstanding program that you all offer to our kids. Mr. Newbold can talk about band, he can talk about fine arts, but in order for our students to truly be successful, we need people that care about kids. Mr. Mourning, you and I spoke briefly, and I thank you for the countless hours that you have personally put in to work with our schools, our children. Ms. Brown, I want to thank you for always being a phone call away when we need help, when we need support. Ms. Smith, you and I go back so many years, and from day one, you've always been about helping our kids. So Peacock family, I say this to you, my heart goes out to you for your loss. But through your loss and everything that has happened, you have now provided a way for a child that some people will never meet to benefit, to move on to school, to help our program, a life that's going to continue to help lives to come for years to come. So thank you all. I'll let Mr. Newbold do his piece, but my word is thank you. And thank you for what you've done, what you haven't already done, and what you all are about to do. Thank you all so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. I echo Mr. Lawrence's sentiments towards the family, and we're just humble and appreciative that you found out robbery to, not only, honor, your relative, your son, your nephew, your grandson, but also just to impact the students of this community. And, music, band is an outlet for some of these students. We know they come from, broken homes and, single parent homes. And a lot of times they use band as an outlet to get away from their everyday troubles. And I could just sit with you and tell you all the stories that I've encountered being here at Booker T. And I think this is a great thing for our students that's a part of music, that's a part of the arts. Because a lot of people don't understand, you can get a full scholarship to any college in the country just by playing an instrument, just by singing, just by dancing. And students that are involved in the arts are academically sound. They test high, they're great students, and they're students that's a part of my band program. 80% of them are part of the OIC program as well. So we have had a great partnership over the years, and this will really, really benefit, those students with anything that I can do to assist. I'm here 5:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the night. So I'm here all day, every day. And Ms. Smith, it's good to see you all. And, we want to continue that partnership with the OIC, and anything that you need from our end in terms of the arts program. Of course, Mr. Lawrence has our support, and he has my support. Just let us know, and we'll be here for you. Again, thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. So next we're going to have, in memory and in honor of Zedekiah, selection from the from the Booker T Band. Our Miss Clinique, who's been leading high school for many years, who's now the director of our college and career services, who has a connection to all of our students, who knows the history of all of our students. She remembers them from like when they enter our program until they leave. So I'd like for Miss Clinique to come share, and Kelvin to share a few words, a few memories about Zedekiah. We'll have another reflection after that, and then we'll have another selection from the band, and then we will dismiss. All right, good afternoon, everybody. So this is why I brought Kevin
artistic is somebody who has the ability to creatively display their talents. And that's what Zedekiah did. Besides running from homework assistants and doing everything to stay inside the computer lab and music room, I gotta find this beat, we need the beats on the computers. So Zedekiah was our one-of-a-kind student that brought music to the program. So as I remember
evening, everybody. Good afternoon. First of all, just to express our appreciation for everyone coming. Greatly appreciate it. Zedekiah is not here with us. It's been a rough transition for the family, but if our family can do anything, it relates to another child having an experience with the Overtown Youth Center, with Ms. Tina Brown, and hopes that the inconveniences in life might help propel their destiny. We just want to encourage you. Seek out those that have a skill set. The gentleman that'll be coming up named Mr. Sean Pierre. He's a graduate of Morehouse, but he got access to my son. And he taught my son the ins and outs of the music industry to be set up appropriately, from the BMI all the way down to the logistics of music. It's very interesting that my son went to Miami Springs, went here briefly, but he always wanted to remain a part of Booker T. Obviously, Booker T. Washington had something very special to offer him, also with the relationship that they have with OIC. So I just want to say to the young people, to the band, in spite of any inconveniences that you might be experiencing in life, just remember, they're temporary. My son had many inconveniences, but they were temporary. And through the aiding of God, he was able to propel toward his destiny. Once again, thank you very much. I know life, it means to participate, but I also know that death, it means to separate. So I encourage you, young people, live, participate, and enjoy your life.
Next, we'll hear from mentor, Mr. Show.
You want me to save it?
Yeah, hear me?
Yes.
Nah.
Barely.
About to lie? Hey, how you doing, everybody? My name is Sean Pierre. I graduated from Michael Jackson. And I always loved Booker T because playing the band, playing against the band, because I was a band as well. So I remember Booker T used to always give us that fire. He always used to give us that heat, so I always respected school. But going back to Zeddy, that was my mentee. I ran across him because he kept on reaching out to me when I was making music within the city. And I just made it my duty just to give back because I was poured into for so long. I made it my duty just to pour into it. Even though it's wrong, it was just so important to just pour back into it. So, he was my mentee, and I did whatever I had to do to keep my arms away. So I'm pretty sure if he interacted with Zeddy, through his music, he had an impact on me, whichever way he did. And he most definitely had an impact on me because he always, at all times, I'm like, Zeddy is 4 o'clock in the morning. You sleep. Get some rest. But I remember I used to FaceTime him sometimes, and he'd act like he was up the whole entire time. I'm like, you gotta get some rest. You just can't do this, just think you gotta stay up all the time. And because he saw my drive, it was like, man, I gotta get it. But he was a good kid. But most importantly, man, he was a child of God. And respect his family, respect his peers, and did whatever he had to do to make it in this industry, just to be the best child he could. It was my pleasure to interact with him, cross paths with him. Not only did he have an impact on me, but now he will have an impact on legacy. Because now we have Zedekiah's Scholarship Foundation, where we can continue to pour into. So the next child, or the next Buzz Zeddy, can have the opportunity to chase their dreams and do what they love. So in it.